I didn't start it. They asked me how I felt about what was said about me on another platform from some other people. You know, I'm not a troublemaker.
Jim will be out of business after August 3rd, so I'm practicing the weatherman. As you can see, I'm in Harlem, New York. What up, Harlem? I love y'all, you know, but I shit don't go that fast, though, kids. But anyway, I just want to say, after August 3rd, I'm going to be the new weatherman. If I ain't gonna be it, Kiss is gonna fill in, or we're gonna have to do this shit together. But August 3rd, after August 3rd, no more weatherman from Capo. It's over.
All you gotta do is pull up here. You know, you wanna join me? Pull up and join me. You know what I'm saying? Pull right up here, you can join me. I'm on live.
Yeah, talk that shit. Yeah.
We're here, baby. Pull up.
Know what's up?
211, never here.
Know what's up? We out.
You know what I mean? We're here, baby. J1 pulling up. He went home. You know, after the gym, he want to go get flea. All you got to do is pull up. 211, never here. Get checked out. And everything else will fall in line after that. I'm out here with the legends, man. You know what I mean?
My man,
you
right
see
here.
it, man. OG Prince, man, one of the most solid individuals ever touched the universe.
Right.
We keep it solid. We keep it real original over here, 100%. You see who pulls up? The real ones. And we keeping it solid. That's all we do over here. No extra bullshit. If you ain't coming on that type of time, stay where you at. Get your prostate checked. Get you a juice. Juice is for
Styles P didn't just respond, he violated. Came through swinging with zero chill and all facts, like he'd been waiting for this. And let's be real, this heat, yeah, it's boomeranging right back to Jim. Dude stays acting like he's in a permanent versus battle, forever on edge, forever loud. From ranting during interviews to thirst trapping on the gram to overcooking his bars, Jim Jones been doing too much. And now, it's blowing up in his face loudly.
Jim Jones Styles P, let's talk about it. Versus started out as how much body of work you got, how many dope-ass singles you got, right? Then it grew and progressed into having levels to this shit. It's sort of like boxing. You think you're gonna mash somebody the out until them lights come on, it's a different story. Styles P said, I'm a barsmith. It's levels to this shit. Meaning, look, I can go on my bag with singles, but I can also go on my bags with body and shit. Far as freestyles. Can Jim Jones do that? Maybe he can. Have people seen Jim Jones do that? No, they haven't. Because like I said, once you get under them bright lights like a boxer, it's a different
For years, Jim been out here hustling hard, trying to flip his whole image from gritty Harlem rapper to fashion-forward mogul like he's on some Dipset couture time. But folks been peeping the switch up, squinting like, is he really that dude or just cosplaying real for the gram? And yo, Jadakiss and Styles P, they didn't even have to drop names, their shade was so loud it echoed. Styles hit with, you can't buy street credit, you earned that, feud. That wasn't a bar, that was a body. Jim can ice out his neck and flood the timeline with new tracks, but he'll never touch the authenticity Jada and Styles built from the trenches. Jim always got that watch me now energy, yelling he's king of New York, stirring drama like it's a marketing plan. But after that Versus annihilation, he should have just bowed out gracefully. Instead, bro doubled down with sneak disses, acting like Dipset didn't get watched on live stream. Be far. Everybody saw Jadakiss turn that whole battle into a solo clinic. No contest. And now Jada and Styles circling back like, nah, let's remind Jim who really hold the crown. They didn't hold back, called him out for being everywhere and nowhere, moving like he's chasing a rap decathlon. Jim's vibe feels off, like he's trying to act like Jim Jones instead of being him. And Styles, he don't do filters. In that interview, he flat out said it, Jim's energy ain't hitting right. Coming from someone cut from the same cloth, that's cold. Jim built his name on Harlem grit, on being outside, not some media-trained character. So when a legend says your whole aura feels rendered, that's a full-blown warning sign. Jim used to be solid. Back then, his name rang out and it meant something. Now, that hunger got swapped for front row seats and drip pics and borrowed Lambos. The block peeped it. But here's the kicker, Jada and Styles ain't even hating. This ain't rap beef, it's real talk. These are MCs who built empires off bars, not algorithms. Watching Jim chase viral moments instead of cooking timeless heat, it's a letdown. He's too busy clout surfing on trends while forgetting the locks are the trend. Jim's doing backflips for attention while they're just coasting on legacy. That's the difference. The streets see it and they remember. Then Jim had the nerve to hop into podcast lanes talking spicy like he's the architect of NYC rap. Boy, if you don't sit down trying to place himself over bona fide icons like folks forgot the receipts.
Jones.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's been in a few fights.
Has he won any?
I believe so.
Oh, really? Which one?
They say he beat up
His baby mama or something like that?
Nah, he beat up dude at the restaurant.
Who, the cook?
Let me see.
I don't even think he's from Harlem, tell you the truth.
You don't think he's from Harlem?
Nope. I think because they never talk about him being in Harlem. I think he's from North Bronx or some shit.
You know, he claims a blood gang out there.
Britney Spears claims a blood.
And the internet? Oh, it exploded. Instant backlash, no mercy. Jada didn't even have to drop a full sentence, just that quiet stare had Twitter shook. That silence, loud as hell. Then boom, he hit back with calm facts. No yelling, just surgical. Precision, cause far. You don't declare yourself top tier, you earn that through classics, consistency, and undeniable respect. And when Jada hit him with that numbers don't lie flex, that was checkmate with a smirk. The streets got long memories, baby. That Versus moment, a cultural reset. One man, one mic, and absolute domination. And Jim, he's still walking around with that L in his pocket like it ain't heavy. Then Styles P came through like, nah, let me go ahead and finish this off, adding gas to the fire. He kept it blunt, crowning yourself while throwing shade. That's weak man behavior. That bar, devastating. If you gotta drag people just to shine, you were never solid to begin with. That flipped the whole combo sideways. This ain't rap beef, it's about legacy. And let's be clear, Jim might got the fits, the hustle, and all the flash, but Jada and Styles, they carry weight. They didn't ask for crowns, the culture slid them over with respect. Meanwhile, Jim's still stuck in a loop, hustling for applause, chasing engagement like it's a Grammy.
On a diet, he need to get his life together. He need to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible, bad body, back ass. He look big around the neck, waist look crazy. I'm body shaming this. You heard? He need to go get his together, get on the treadmill, do some push-ups, do something. You heard? Especially.
This drama didn't just pop up out of thin air, nah. This tension been simmering for years. Long before that Versus showdown, there were cryptic bars, slick tweets, and those shady moments fans brushed off like it was nothing. But now, baby, it's boiling over. And Styles? Oh, he been keeping receipts. On IG Live, he aired it out how some rappers putting more energy into flexing for the gram than they ever did in the trenches. And listen, everybody knew exactly who he was aiming at. Jim's persona done morphed into one big, loud, filtered ad. All designer, all talk, but lacking soul. Then there's Jada, cool, unbothered, hit him with, we don't compete with antics. We compete with bars. Feud, that's pressure you can't buy or fake. While Jim playing dress up in boutiques, the locks still torch and mix with soul-hitting bars. It's the kind of contrast you can't ignore, and fans are starting to choose sides. And the gag is Jim's got talent. Nobody's denying that. But when your whole vibe feels like a carefully curated press tour, folks stop feeling the music, especially when you're sharing a lane with lyrical monsters like Jadakiss and Styles P. And you know what makes it extra messy? Jim acting like it's all jokes, but Jada and Styles, they ain't laughing. That tone, dead serious. There's playful shade, and then there's straight disrespect, and Jim crossed that line when he started sneak dissing post Versus. Then had the audacity to say they were just mad he's winning. Winning what though? Jada got platinum plaques, classic verses, and the full backing of the streets. Styles P out here owning juice bars, dropping gems, and rapping like he never left. That's legacy. Meanwhile, Jim's caught in a clout chase, trying to go viral like it's a sprint to stay relevant. And locks? They peeped the whole thing. The fans did too. Jim used to be celebrated for that Harlem rawness, that unfiltered grit. Now even the realest Dipset heads are whispering that he's sliding into gimmick territory. Like he forgot that. In hip-hop, authenticity is king. Jada and Styles been moving quiet, but heavy. No need to yell, they let the bars do the talking. And every time Jim throws shade at their legacy, he just exposes how shaky he is about his own. That's why when they clap back, it cuts deeper, because they ain't just dissing. They mirroring the truth a lot of folks already been thinking.
I think Jim was trolling. So I don't have much to say about it because I don't believe that Jim Jones believes that he's a better rapper than Nas, Pusha T, and Styles P. Yeah. I think he's an icon in terms of the fashion
culturally,
shit.
All
and
that.
Yeah, but we got to stop the train at somewhere.
Nas is a good place to stop that train.
Nas is a great place to stop that train for anybody.
Yeah.
When you start naming specific people,
I'm not mad at that.
It feels weird to me. Also, he doesn't have more Billboard entries than Nas. That's the other thing.
I didn't check it.
He does.
I saw some people fact checking. He don't.
He does not, and it's not particularly close.
Yeah, it's not.
He doesn't have a bigger listening base.
I wouldn't have thought it was close, but again, I didn't check it.
It's not close, and
even if you remove features,
even if you get rid of
still
features,
not close.
It's not. It's just not close. I mean, you look at Spotify. Nas has 9 million followers. I think Jim has like 850,000. I mean,
And then there's Jim, still out here trying to spin the narrative like Dipset didn't get bodied in that Versus. Every interview he's talking slick, saying it was just fun or they weren't ready, boy. Be for real. Ain't nobody buying that bedtime story. Jada turned into a full-blown animal that night and the entire planet saw it go down. That wasn't a win, that was a massacre. He owned that mic, that stage, that whole damn night. The locks came in like a unit locked. And sharp, hungry. Dipset looked like they rolled in straight from the club and forgot the damn set list. And Jim, still out here trying to act like the streets didn't witness that live slaughter. But Styles P said it plain, you can't edit what's already embedded in the culture. That shift in energy, it was real. That room shook. Jim trying to retcon the moment just makes him look more detached. Because let's be honest, this ain't even about that one night, it's about the long game. Jada and Styles still breathing bars, still living in the booth. Their pen never left. Meanwhile, Jim out here juggling crypto collabs and fashion. Capsule drops like rap's just another tab in his bio. But hip-hop, it's got a long memory. And instead of using that L as fuel, Jim's brushing it off like it's nothing, and that's the real loss. That mindset don't just kill momentum, it kills respect. Jim might be dropping glossy videos with a list production, but the streets ain't connecting. The people saying the bars feel hollow, like all polish, no punch. Just empty lines dressed in designer.
Jones Nas wasn't even a debate. Nas is a legend. Nas put in work. Nas's lyrics. Jim's not even close. The shit Jim says doesn't even make sense compared to what Nas has done for our culture. Hip hop, don't you stupid motherfucker. No, you dumb, idiotic, wanna be entertained. Are you crazy? You don't play with someone's legacy like this. Y'all know it's not even close. I had the Source magazine. I did amazing shit. I helped a lot of you motherfuckers. Motherfuckers whose careers, and believe me, it's not like it was just me, but I had a hand in helping the culture progress, move forward, grab in the street to help put a light on them. Myself, Dave Mays, and the rest of the crew. I've never seen more clown shit in my life. Ain't no fucking way. Now we're gonna start taking real legends and legacies, and we're gonna start tainting them with this foolishness right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. You can't play with legacies like that. You can't play with Nas's name and his body of work like that. Everybody knows that Jim Jones catalog ain't got nothing to do with Nas. Why are we even entertaining that? Jim is more relevant than Nas now. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. This shit right here got y'all fucked up. Go listen to Nas, or even go listen to Jim. Music is to be listened to, not to be talked about. This is the most disrespectful, one of the most disrespectful shit that's happened to our culture is how much attention this Jim Jones and Nas shit is getting. It's one of the most disrespectful shit that's happened to our culture. But I'm sure y'all will find some other stupid shit to pay attention to fuck our legacy, to fuck our culture, while the powers that be and the motherfuckers that's holding the strings are steady laughing at us. Disrespecting us while they on their yachts and mega mansions. They give us the crumbs, and what happens? We want to flex on each other. Y'all done really let this motherfucking device take over y'all's souls, y'all's spirits, y'all's minds. This thing controls everything y'all think, y'all say, and y'all do. Now, do you think God wanted it like that? And y'all can't even help it. Y'all run to this and you stay on it all fucking day and entertain bull. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself for even entertaining this Nas and Jim shit. Ashamed. But this is what a good example, and I want y'all to hear me, a good example of what social media is doing. Social media can take anybody who ain't shit and put them against somebody who's one of the greatest orators, speakers, rappers, men in our time. And y'all think that's cool? Y'all think that shit's like fly? Y'all done lost it, bro. Y'all done lost the essence of what life is about, of what being black is about. They're winning.
Meanwhile, Jada's still out here casually dropping verses that shake the internet without a single rollout. No promo run, no antics, just straight flames. That's the difference. What Jadakiss and Styles P are doing right now, it's a full-blown masterclass in staying power. They not out here chasing clout or begging for streams. They've been built on bars, not buzz, and they still 10 toes down. Styles even broke it down. Some build bridges, others build brands, and feud, he wasn't lying. Jim's branding game, strong. But branding don't mean nothing if the product ain't packing punch. And fans, they peeping. The image is shiny, sure, but the lyrics feel hollow like empty calories in a gourmet box. And instead of clapping back with bars, Jim been responding with Instagram captions and designer flexes. That's cute for influencers, but this is hip-hop. That aesthetic hustle only stretches so far in this culture. And let's be real, this ain't just about some little rap spat. This is generational. It's that gritty pen vs. polished image, old school truth vs. new wave clout. While Jim's playing dress up and juggling trends, Jada and Styles only need a mic to shut the whole thing down. And here's where it starts heating up. Word on the block is that Jim's next project, yeah, it might have some direct shots lined up for Jada and Styles. Apparently, he's low-key cooking up a whole response. But fans already side-eyeing like, do you really want that smoke? Cause let's not play going bar for bar with Jadakiss is suicidal lyrical behavior. That man got one of the sharpest pens alive, untouched, unbothered, still hungry. And Styles, that man a rap ninja, been slicing rappers in half for decades without raising his voice. So if Jim gonna step into that ring, he better come correct. No filler, no fluff, no TikTok bait, just bars. Cause if not, it's gonna look like another cry for attention, and the locks, they don't play in that booth. Once they lock in, it's over. Some fans are low-key hyped, hoping this sparks that old school lyrical beef energy. But others, they worry, cause if Jim flops on this, it's just gonna expose the gap, a big one. And let's be honest, Jada don't even need to respond unless it's worth his breath. That's how much power he holds. So this next move from Jim, it's critical. One wrong bar, and that mic might just get snatched permanently. But if he somehow drops heat, if he really steps up, he might finally grab the lyrical respect he's been chasing for years. That's the million-dollar question. Can he really deliver? Cause when you strip the noise, the drip, the stunts, all that, this ain't just about Jim, Jada, or Styles. This is about what hip-hop truly values. Jada and Styles came from that era where your bars were your resume. Respect was earned bar for bar. It wasn't about clout or outfits or who got the most likes. And Jim, he came from that cloth too. But somewhere along the line, he switched up. Maybe it was about staying hot. Maybe it was ambition. Maybe it was survival in an industry that keeps moving the goalposts. But now, he's standing across from the very legends he once stood beside. And Styles summed it up in one line: we stood tall when the game turned fake. Feud, that one cut deep. Cause this ain't about being outside for the cameras, it's about staying real when the game goes plastic. And right now, Jim's giving off confusion, not confidence. The people watching this unfold in real time, and the reactions, they don't lie. Some folks still writing for Jim, saying he's just evolving. But more and more, people siding with the locks cause they never had to switch up to stay relevant. Either way, it's clear this ain't ending with a whisper. But Jim, he's starting to lose people. Fans scrolling past the shine, remembering the old Jim, the hungry Jim, the gritty Harlem Jim, the one who gave us We Fly High and held Dipset down. that Jim didn't need smoke and mirrors, that Jim commanded the room, didn't need a filter, didn't need to flex in every frame. Now it feels like the energy's flipped from craft to clout. And let's keep it a buck. Jada and Styles ain't doing this out of hate or ego. These are legends, stamped, verified, certified. They earn their seats through bars and blood. When they talk, the game listens. So when they check Jim, it ain't petty, it's a public service announcement, a wake-up call. And now, all eyes on Jim. This moment, pivotal. Is he about to come back with heat and let the music speak? Or are we about to get another IG Live full of distractions, designer, and excuses? Because right now, that pressure is loud. The whole culture watching to see if Jim got any fire left. Now we turning it to you what y'all think. Is Jim evolving or losing himself chasing trends? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe for more heat, and share this video if you're feeling the tension. This story's still unfolding, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. See you in the next one.